Hello, my name is Shulamit Reinharz. I'm very happy to be here with you today and to talk to you about this book, Hiding in Holland, a Resistance Memoir by Shulamit Reinharz. And there's another author of this book in the shadows, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. His name is Max Rothschild, and he's my father. He is a Holocaust survivor, and he was a very formidable presence in my life. He told me stories all the time about what he endured in the Holocaust. I listened to them, but I never thought I would write a book about it. The story of my book, Hiding in Holland, a Resistance Memoir, begins on a very cold day in New Jersey. My husband and I drove from Ann Arbor, Michigan, all the way over to River Edge, New Jersey, and we were sitting down to eat. The snow was falling outside, and all of a sudden, the heating system in my house stopped. My father, who was then a rabbi, said to my husband, who was an historian, "Go downstairs and see what's happening and then fix it." I decided to come along and assist. We went downstairs, Yehuda and I, and we found what we think was the relevant machine. And Yehuda was about to kick it when he decided to move away a couple of cartons that were in the way and make it more possible for him to really give it a good blow. When he bent down, he also opened up one of those cartons, and he saw it was full of my father's writing in many different languages, in French and Hebrew, a lot in German, a lot in Dutch. So we pushed those cartons aside. There were about 10 of them, and they were rotting. And he gave the machine a kick. The machine started. The heat went on in the house. We were victorious. We took those cartons, or one or two of them actually, upstairs and said, "Dad, what is this?" And he said, "I don't know. It's probably nothing. You could throw it out." We did not throw it out. What was in those cartons, you might ask? And what do they have to do with this book? What was in those cartons were my father's writings of the Holocaust as he went through it. Some of it was diary, some of it was memoir, that is to look back on your past, whereas diary is writing the present. Some of it was letters that he wrote to other people, and book essays and correspondence with just an enormous variety of people. And I said, this is a treasure trove. Among Jewish people who find lots of papers like that, they call that a geniza. And that's what I thought I had found, a whole treasure trove of documents my father produced or received. And I decided one day I'm going to take all those papers and I'm going to combine them with my memories of my father, and I'm going to ask my father some questions, and that'll be the book, Hiding in Holland. Sadly, nowadays, many years after the Holocaust, anti-Semitism is still with us, and in fact, there's an uptick all over the world. And what is particularly painful is that the creation of the State of Israel in 1948 was supposed to provide us with a haven that would make anti-Semitism either disappear or become very muted. But instead, what we have is a hatred of Israel. And this is something that concerns me a great deal. And I inherited that concern and interest from my father as well. He became a Zionist at a very young age. His second grade teacher taught him about the map of Israel at that time, even though it was only 1924. But he loved Israel because it was the source of the culture of the Jewish people. It's not just a political state. It's a wellspring of who the Jewish people is and are and have become. So I feel that, and he actually says, when he discovered Zionism as an adolescent and joined the Habonim youth group and went with the person who became my mother, his girlfriend, to a Zionist camp where they lived for several months, he was laying the foundation for his whole life being entwined with the state of Israel and with my life as well.